Now, not long ago, startups in need of cash found themselves with an impossible choice: sell half their company to a big VC firm or cobble together a string of private angel investors. Since then, a third option has emerged: super angel funds. Here to help clarify what they do differently from traditional VCs is Steve Anderson, founder of seed stage investment firm Baseline Ventures. Welcome to Bloomberg West.
Happy Halloween.
Thank you. Where's your costume?
Well, I'll put it on later tonight.
Okay. So first of all, what exactly do you call yourself? A super angel? Is that what you go by?
Well, some people do. I prefer seed investor, but there's lots of different names. Micro VC.
So what exactly does that mean?
Well, I think what it really truly means is a lot of us got started back 5, 6, 7 years ago with the whole idea that it costs far less to start a company now, and while entrepreneurs still need help. And so what that really means, I think, is smaller dollars going in, the same amount of help as entrepreneurs have wanted and expected, but not the big dollars that large VCs want to put into companies.
Now, you say you're looking for $100 million exits rather than billion-dollar exits, right? I mean, how does that make finding deals different?
That's a great question. Actually, it makes finding deals exactly the same. I've been on record saying that if you look at all the exits, most of Santo Road is geared towards the 5 or 10 big companies, and that's a great ecosystem for that. But it turns out that there's far more companies that exit in around $100 million, and that is something that I thought was a fantastic thing to go after. Why not build a business that is successful on those types of exits when those entrepreneurs are also successful in those types of exits?
Now, you are in a lot of kind of hot consumer-facing internet companies, Twitter, Instagram, StumbleUpon. These are the kinds of companies that have a lot of users, but there are still questions about how they're going to make money. How confident are you that these companies can turn their users into dollars?
I'm quite confident. And, in Silicon Valley, we're always looking at users first and revenue second. And Facebook was a great example of that. Twitter is moving along quite nicely.
What are Twitter's monetization plans? As you see it, what should their path to monetization be?
Well, I think they're experimenting with pretty awesome things right now. Adam Bain, who came over from Fox, has been doing a lot of that, testing in-stream ads and sponsored, not questions, but sponsored links and those things. So, they're probably better to talk about it than I am, but I haven't sold a single share of Twitter since I invested back in 2007, so I'm quite bullish on Adams and Dix and the team's ability to monetize.
Pretty confident that they're going to make it happen. All right, how about the proliferation or even explosion of angel investing out there? It seems like everybody these days dabbles in angel investing. I'm sure that increases competition for you in some way. How do you stay ahead of the deal flow?
Well, I think that you're right. There's so many more options for entrepreneurs, and I think that's actually a good thing, because to have more options means more things get funded, more people are trying things, and the whole ethos of Silicon Valley is try, and see what actually sticks. And so for me personally, I've invested in over 60 companies since I got started, and those entrepreneurs and founders and co-founders, that basically builds my network of hundreds of people that I rely on to help with my deal flow, as well as other seed investors, because the other ethos that we have, and I think in this market as opposed to the venture capital market, is that we tend to syndicate more. We tend to share deals. We tend to work together and trying to help entrepreneurs build companies.
Are you looking beyond consumer internet companies at this point to enterprise companies?
Absolutely. I've had more than 15 exits since I started, and a lot of those exits have been on the cloud and infrastructure side, mostly because that is as important as the consumer things that are changing right now. And Heroku being one of the most prominent ones that Salesforce bought this last year, but Index Tank was just bought by LinkedIn. So those are core enterprise technologies. So I tend to span the breadth of many different types of opportunities.
All right, Steve Anderson of Baseline Ventures, thanks for your insights
here
on Bloomberg West.